Hello, I'm Peter Reynolds. I'm an industry analyst with ARC Advisory Group. And today I'm pleased to have with us Laurent Bourgouin. And Laurent is the CEO and co-founder of Samp. Laurent, thanks for being with us today.
Great pleasure. Thank you, Peter.
So Laurent, let's talk a little bit about Samp. Tell us about Samp and your vision for your products and services.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. So I've been working in the industry, oil and gas mainly, for the last 20 years, and I got frustrated with one single thing, the simple fact that the technical documentation of facilities is never up to date. And you have this growing gap between the as documented and the reality. And that's why I co-founded Samp a few years ago. We are a software vendor, software solution that reconciles those two worlds, the world of documents, drawings, paper, and the reality of the field. So what we do in a nutshell is we leverage 3D scans and AI to make that intelligent and reconcile the as documented and the physical world as it is, to expose that to everyone into our solution called shared reality. That's what we do.
Shared reality, okay. So let's talk a little bit about your customers and some of the challenges that they're seeing going forward in the industry. So what are some of the biggest challenges?
So they all go on site to do maintenance, turnaround, revampings, preparing everything based on assumptions. So based on PNIDs that are outdated, based on a CMMS that's only 80-90% complete at best, and they go on site and it never goes according to plan. So how do you fix that? You share with them this reality of the field to all the teams, engineering, maintenance, revamping, all these teams, they have access to one shared reality where they know they can prepare what they do based on facts and no longer on assumptions. So that's what we do, provide this, the reality of the field to everyone to prepare and get it right the first time when they arrive on site.
Yeah, it must be a challenge, and we hear a lot from asset owners that there's an awful lot of issues with some of the data, and we talk about garbage in, garbage out, and you mentioned that AI word. So what makes industrial data AI ready?
Great question. There's a major misconception here that AI ready data means clean once and for all. And that's a recipe for disaster, basically. What actually works is to start simple and reliable, a truth that everyone trusts. And in our industry, that's the field itself, which is why 3D scanning becomes the baseline for everyone to work with. We had many customers trying to launch these data quality campaigns. It cost them millions, and at the end, there's little adoption. And by the time they're done, it's already too late, because meanwhile, the field has changed. So now what has changed is the ability to provide data that's been corrected by the field workers themselves. And we call that crowdsourcing of data quality. So if I have to summarize the AI-ready data for me, it's three things. First of all, it's grounded in the reality of the field. So 3D scans become your baseline. Second, it's corrected by the people. So it's a crowd corrected. And third one is iterative. Don't wait for your data to be perfect. It will never happen. Start and correct as you go by empowering your workforce. And if you do that, data quality is no longer a project. It becomes a living asset, and that's what you want.
Yeah. So let's talk about the sustainment of, essentially you're creating a digital twin, a shared reality. ARC created a whole consortium around an open digital ecosystem, and the premise behind the open digital ecosystem was around not just sustainment, but value. So what's fundamentally changed in the industry today to make the technology more sustainable?
Yeah. So digital twin has been around for many years, if not decades, and sustainment is the name of the game. Digital twins have largely failed, not because of technology, because of the organizational design behind it. Because you used to have one team, usually your headquarter teams, in charge of maintaining, updating, sustaining the twin, and the users, which are two different silos. If you do that, your twin is doomed. What has changed is that now you can empower the workforce with as simple as a mobile device where your field workers, they can locally rescan everything that they change. And that completely changes the game, because what happens is that the users, the field workers who benefit from the twins, are the ones who update it. And there's something great happening here is they naturally update everything. So sustaining the twin is no longer an external constraint. It becomes something they want to do because they benefit from the end result. So making sure that the sustainment is achieved by the one using the tools, using the solution within the twin is the way to go, and that's what has changed today, simply because you can locally rescan what you've done.
Okay. So is it getting easier? What buying signals or what are you seeing from customers in terms of how they're evaluating technologies?
We see a clear signal that a big shift from the industry. In a few years back, you used to buy software, and to be able to benefit from it, you would have to change your entire data model, migrate all your data into a new schema, and then you could benefit from the value. And if you do that, the result is vendor lock-in. And we've all been through that, we know what that means. What has changed is AI. And in particular, modern AI with agentic AI, typically, allows you to benefit from your data where it is today, in the current data model, in the current scheme. It can benefit from all the silos, and you build on top of that to add value. So that means that you can really now decouple the data from the software. And that's a major shift, and I know at ARC Advisory you're big advocates of that, and that's a game changer. And one of our customers, they told us recently, for the first time, I don't have to choose between my existing systems and innovation. Now you can have the best of both worlds, basically. Don't have to migrate everything into a new data model. Leave your data where it is and make sense out of it with AI. That's an amazing shift that this industry is taking.
Very good. Laurent, thanks so much for being with us today. We're really looking forward to the progress of Samp in coming months.
Yeah, we have great things to announce very soon, so I'll be in touch.
Very good. We've been speaking with Laurent Bourgouin. Laurent is CEO and co-founder of Samp. Thanks for watching.